I lived down here for 11 years before the flood ran us off. And my elderly neighbors over here, I helped take care of them and maintain the place, and then we fought the flood together. But the river makes a nice bend there, and there's woods on either side, so it's just a perfect funnel area for deer and turkeys, and who knows what the heck else runs through here. Up and see if I can push those pine trees over and pile them up. I'd like to get that out of there, so tomorrow or Wednesday night we could come in here and disc this up. And what I'll do is just broadcast a bunch of soybeans in it and run the disc over it, and whatever we get, we get.
A couple of years ago, we were fortunate enough to get permission to manage this little piece of river bottom property for our adaptive hunting program. Everybody knows that the more work you put into something, the more you get out of it. Well, we're looking to get a lot out of this one, so it's time to work.
All right, what's the current situation here?
Well, we got something into the radiator. I'm not sure whether I have a hole in the radiator or just a ruptured hose. Hopefully just a hose, but we're probably not that lucky. Yeah, we got a hole in the radiator. No one said it was going to be easy.
After a short time waiting for parts and chomping at the bit to get the work started, we were finally able to get the tractor fixed. This property serves as a funnel between larger ag fields and the river bottom. We thought if we could make some big food plots, it might just get those deer to stop by for a little longer than usual, and maybe give one of our hunters a shot. All we know for certain is we don't know if we don't try. So the first step is getting the seed in the ground and hoping we can get something to grow.
This is going to be a cool spot. I'm excited.
Next, since the property had been flooded and abandoned years ago, we thought if we cleared up some spaces, we could hide some blinds within the old structures. It worked perfectly. Every day we got a little more excited because we knew this was going to be so good. Now we just need to wait. Though we were chomping at the bit to give the new place a try, the wind just wasn't right when Palmer went to hunt deer for the first time this year. So, we made our way out to a trusty spot. Fingers crossed that something good would happen. A recent cold front and the perfect wind for this stand meant that we had animals in front of us all day. All we had to do was be patient. It seemed like every minute we had more and more does pouring in from every direction. We were starting to wonder if any bucks lived here. That is, until he showed up. I don't know many situations more frustrating than having a nice buck in front of you present you with every angle except for the one that you need. It was a great lesson in patience for Palmer. And though it was a disappointment, it also meant we got to hunt the river bottom property. I've never heard somebody say, "Dang, that worked way too well." Anyone who's ever filmed hunts knows it's nice to get a little video before the action starts. Well, the river bottom property didn't disappoint. It's amazing what some elbow grease will do after a fresh snow. Using some shovels to move the snow off of our food plot brought the deer and turkeys pouring into the river bottom. We couldn't have asked for a better situation. Adding to that we have history with this deer, as one of our other hunters made a non-lethal shot on it earlier in the season. We were really excited for how this all played out.
Kill him right there if he's Kill him.
Yeah, I did it.
Saw turkeys all evening, saw some does, and then this buck, he didn't waste any time and just bolted it in here. Took him like 2 minutes for us to get a shot, and then I took the shot. We checked the footage and we think it's good. Saw some blood, and then a couple minutes or like 20 minutes later, we see a smaller buck, and then DJ says there's a big buck behind him, and then I'm just waiting to see how big he is. And then once I see that deer, it was just a crazy night, because I've never seen 2 shooters after I shoot a deer.
All right, we can see the blood in the snow. Hopefully, he didn't make it far.
There's 2 great things about snow. 1, it helps you pattern deer. And 2, it makes for one heck of an easy blood trail.
Well, he didn't make it far, did he, Chad? Looky there.
50 yards maybe?
Yeah. It's going to make Palmer a happy boy. That's a beautiful buck. The dark horns with the white tips.
He really is pretty.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that dark chocolate rack with the white tips on his brows.
Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, this is Palmer's 4th deer. You had a doe, a little buck and killdeer, a nice buck last year. You've tagged a buck every year you've hunted.
That's crazy.
That's really awesome.